Okay, now this, as you can see from the sign, is the Hatfield Cemetery, and there's several other trail riders here already. We're parked across the street, but this is where Captain Anderson Devil Anse Hatfield, 1839 to 1921, is buried here. He was the leader of his clan in the bitter family feud with the McCoys. A life-size statue modeled from photographs and imported from Italy marks his grave. He has an Italian marble statue up here on the hill. Now this one is just where it was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1995. And just show you a little bit about it, you know, cemetery hours, dawn to dusk, you know, blah, blah, blah. But right there is the sign for the old family cemetery.
Good exercise, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It definitely is. And there's the curve. Once you get there, you're about halfway. It's not real long, but it's a meaner climb than it looks. That one is completely collapsed in. That's a mount's hair.
Hey, how y'all today? Good, how are you? Yes, sir, how you?
Morning.
How are you? Beautiful day, isn't it? Yes, it is. We'll take it.
And now for the steep part. The other part was easy. There he is. Jack did clean these up. They look good.
Which ones was it? They cleaned up?
Pretty much all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this
That's who we're looking for. Right there. Which I already knew. This is one of the rare instances where I know where the person I'm looking for is at. Very rare.
It ain't that easy, is it?
It's usually run around half a day, knock on doors, climb 4 mountains. It's always on the last one. Never fails. Alright. We'll see y'all in a minute. I guess it's time for Leo to go to work, huh? Yeah. Hey everybody, Leo here, the Hillbillyfiles. In case you didn't know that, you know, you're on our channel, you probably knew that. Anyway, I'm out today, as some of you watching our other video probably know or have seen the other video. Danny and I are out doing some camping, and he's headed up that way looking for an old trail that should come in here somewhere. So he's going to go up and take a look for it and see if he can find it. Now I am standing right beside the grave of Devil Anse Hatfield himself. Right here. There's Devil Anse. He's right here. There's his wife Levice right here, right beside of him. This is John C. Hatfield over here. You guys maybe remember John C. Hatfield from some of the old stories with Rosanna McCoy, the ill-fated love affair. This is him. That's John C. right there. Not who we came for. Neither of these are. Matter of fact, this isn't either. This right here is a very interesting as well. Troy and Elias. And they are buried in the same hole. There's one big hole with both graves in it. That's not why we're here either. We are here for this man right here. French M. Ellis, 1857 to 1924. And over here's his wife and a couple of the kids, and we'll get into them too as well here in a minute. Now French, he was he's a bit of an unusual character now, guys. Y'all know how I'm gonna sit over here in the shade if y'all don't mind, get comfy, and tell you a little story. Now French Ellis, he was a hard to describe man. Actually, he was Devil Anse Hatfield's right-hand man, right? You know how all the big-time gangsters and all the big-time this, that, and the other rich dudes, you know what I'm saying? Devil Anse was a millionaire. In case y'all didn't know that, he died, he was a millionaire. Yeah, most people don't know that. They see, you know, they see the hillbillies and, you know, the long beard, straw hat, and blue coveralls, you know? You know the image, you know what I'm talking about. And everybody just assumes that all hillbillies, they was broke. Devil Anse Hatfield was a millionaire when he died. He was a millionaire. French Ellis was his right-hand man, one of his most trusted right-hand men. He was at the house the night that that Randall McCoy's house burned, and he was a prominent figure in a whole lot of the stories, the Hatfield McCoy historic stories and stuff. French Ellis was a very prominent figure all throughout the feud and after the feud as well. And to be honest, like I said, you can see he's an Ellis, right? This is the Hatfield Cemetery. This is Devil Anse Hatfield Cemetery. You got to be someone notable to be buried. I mean, do you just bury strangers in your family cemetery? Probably not. It would need to be family, loved one, someone really trusted, confidant, all that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, here he is. Now, Frenchie Ellis was born in 1857 at Logan Courthouse, which is now the city of Logan, as a matter of fact. It's no longer called Logan Courthouse, it's the city of Logan. As a young man, he became a member of the intimidating Hatfield gang. He worked on the Williamson Anderson Hatfield logging crew, Devil Anse's logging crew. He had a lot of logging, you know, did a lot of timber here in the Tug Valley, and eventually married the daughter of Devil Anse's sister, right here. Now, historian, I'm going to be reading you a couple articles, and some of it's, you know, different things. I'll explain, you know, as we go. One's from a book, an article from a book, and one's from a newspaper. But anyway, a historian, Altina Waller. She was the author of Feud, Hatfields, McCoys, and Social Change in Appalachia, 1860 to 1900. Called him one of Devil Anse's most loyal and aggressive supporters. One of the young men like Cap and Jauncey that Devil Anse had difficulty restraining. Okay? Not that he had difficulty getting to do things. He had difficulty restraining him. Okay? Now, Waller also said that French was one of the rowdy types who most annoyed and frustrated R.C. Ragland, the community leader, attorney, and publisher of the Logan County Banner. French and his cohorts repeatedly showed up in the village of Logan Courthouse, now, like I said, known as Logan, drunk and ready for fights. They would start fights directly in front of local businesses, shouting profanities at the church on Sunday, and insulting electoral candidates on election day. Those were all normal things to Mr. Ellis here. Although he was known as the village rabble-rouser and a heavy boozer, he was protected and occasionally bailed out of jail by Devil Anse or his brother Elias, mostly due to French's undying loyalty to the Hatfield clan. Now, French, also very handy with a rifle, was a forceful and violent participant in the New Year's massacre at Randall McCoy's cabin in 1888, which resulted in the burning of the cabin, the death of Randall's children, Calvin, Alifair, and the senseless beating of Randall's wife, Sarah McCoy. In 1888, T.C. Crawford, author of the book American Vendetta, wrote, "Jim Vance was a powerful man. Beyond the medium point of life, he was a vindictive fighter." And it is related by one of Philip's men that when they found him with his right forefinger clasped around the trigger of his pistol, trying with his last dying breath to shoot one more bullet. Yeah. Phillips and his crowd, after they killed Vance, robbed him of a number of his personal effects, which they carried back into Kentucky. This I've learned from several Pike County people and one of the magistrates in that neighborhood. The people who are supposed to be responsible for the burning of Randall McCoy's house and the crimes connected with it are Johnsey. Johnsey, by the way, he's right over there. I don't know if I mentioned him. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay, sorry. Anyway, Johnsey, Cap Hatfield, James Vance, better known as Jim Vance, Tom Mitchell, French Ellis, our guy today, Bob Hatfield, Elliot Hatfield, Charles Gillespie, and Ellis Cottontop Mounts. And he was the one that he was hanged. He was executed for his involvement in the burning of Randall's house in 1888. Now, this photograph is of French Ellis hamming it up for the camera, clenching a knife blade between his teeth, while also clutching his rifle in Western garb. This image was taken in happier times in southern West Virginia and later published as part of a larger feature in an article in a newspaper, the Evening Standard, in Ogden City, Utah, dated December 31st, 1910, and which included an accompanying interview with Cap Hatfield, the second son of Devil Anse and Levice. In later years, French had a number of run-ins with Devil Anse's oldest son, Johnsey, over here, relating to his bitter dispute with a rival businessman, Humphrey E. Doc Ellis. Doc of Gilbert, West Virginia. Doc was a first cousin of French Ellis and the owner of a competing timber camp along the Wyandotte River in Mingo County. Doc was responsible for once capturing Johnsey and taking him across the state line into Kentucky to face charges. Devil Anse's youngest son, Elias, later shot and killed Doc Ellis. We did a video on that from, it's an older video. But French, of course, died the way that one would expect a man like him to die. He was shot and killed. This is the article relating to his death. Slaying at Omar. Details of Ellis' crime are made public by Logan Sheriff. March 1st. The confession of Mac Williams, 30 years old, who was brought here from Wellsville, Ohio, after admitting a murder at Omar 6 years ago, was made public Thursday by Sheriff Joe Hatfield. Williams is accused of killing French Ellis, brother of Green Ellis of Logan. But at the time he was arrested in Wellsville and held on a murder charge, Williams was unaware of the identity of his victim. He claimed. He is held in the county jail here pending action of the April grand jury. Ellis, who was 66 years old, was shot 5 times by Williams, who went under the name of Willie Jones, but his real name is Mac Williams. And his hometown is in Wellsville, Ohio, where he was detained last week on information in Charleston Daily Mail. And here he lays, folks, right now, to this day, directly in front of Devil Anse Hatfield's grave. Now, how trusted of a confidant would you need to be buried directly in front of Devil Anse Hatfield's grave? Imagine that. Now I want to show you a couple of the graves. Now this right here is Eska. We're looking for a couple names actually. Here's Eska. This is one of them. Eska Ellis, daughter of L.P. Smith and wife of French Ellis. Born October 22nd, 1865 and died July 16th, 1896. Now we're looking for several. Here's Carl. He's an easy one. He's right here. Now Carl Ellis, as you can see, he was a machine gunner in World War I. Yeah. You can see the old military style graves. You know, these stand out, these old stones. When you see these stand out. He was born December 12th, 1894 and died November 16th, 1958. The PH, I'm pretty sure, is Purple Heart. And I think the SS is Silver Star, but I'm, don't quote me on that. Leonard, yeah. I'm a Leonard, so yeah. Alright. Now, Leonard, Carl and Leonard were brothers. And like I said, that's his dad. Now, Elias Leonard F. Was born June 3rd, 1892 and died October 7th, 1950. And if I know my wife Heather, she's going to have all sorts of little information about these graves as we go. But we're going to kind of poke around just a little bit more. I'm up here, Danny's. But anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to get off here. We're still working on a couple other videos and having fun out running around. Danny, he's a lot like me, ain't he? He done gone. He done off in the woods somewhere. He just like me. I like that dude. I like him. Anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to get off of here and we're going to move on, and we've got another story to do and do some trail riding and just go have us a really good day while we're out. Long. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed our little tale today about Mr. Ellis. Thank y'all for coming. Like I said, hope y'all enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe or something. We'd sure love to have you guys. And y'all have a really good day. And we'll see you next time on the Hillbilly Files. Leo out.